Hello everyone. Today we will see lecture on resistance temperature detector RTD. This video is by Sarkar and Tarun. If you like the video and learn something, please like and subscribe my channel. So let's start. The aim of the lecture. After the lecture, the reader will able to understand. First thing is about the RTD. Second point is major types of RTD. Third is why platinum is most widely used as a sensing element. The fourth one is the construction of the RTD. Fifth one is need for compensation of lead wires. The sixth one is the type based on lead wires. Seventh one is signal processing of RTDs. Eighth one is international standards of RTDs, IEC 751. The ninth one is the conversion of the received voltage signals back to the temperature values. Okay. Due to size constraints, this video is made in different parts, and in this part, this is the part 1, and in this part we will see the first 3 points, that is about RTD, major type of RTD, and why platinum is most widely used as a sensing element. Okay, so let's start the video. Now, resistance temperature detector. First thing is about the RTD. Okay, the first point is RTD is used to measure or sense the temperature. Okay, the second point is it is having a positive temperature coefficient. Okay, now this we will understand with the help of a graph. Okay, so we can see the graph. The graph is having two axes, okay, x-axis and y-axis. Okay, the x-axis is having temperature values, that is in degree centigrades, and y-axis having a ratio of resistances. Okay, why ratio of resistances, that we will see in the later slides. Okay, why it is having a ratio of resistances, but now let us consider it as a ratio of resistances. That's why it is a unitless quantity. If you can see the y-axis, there is no unit that we have written. Okay, whereas on the x-axis we have written degree centigrade, which is the unit of the temperature. Okay, so x-axis we are seeing the temperature in degree centigrade, and y-axis it is the ratio of resistances. Okay, considering it as a resistance only. Okay, for understanding purpose. Okay, now here we are seeing three different sensing elements: platinum, copper and nickel. Okay, now this we will see in the later slides how many sensing elements and which one we are using. Okay, now considering only the platinum in this case, to understand what do you mean by positive temperature coefficient. Okay, now positive temperature coefficient means with increase in temperature there is a increase in the resistance also. Okay, so increase in temperature we will get the increase in the resistance also, or in other words we can say it as a positive slope or positive temperature coefficient. Okay, that we can see through this figure. Okay, now we'll move on. We will see some of the figures of industrial RTDs. Okay, now we'll move on. Okay, the major types of RTD. This is one of the classifications of RTD based on its fabrication. Okay, there are three major classes. The first one is thin film type RTD. The second one is wire wound type RTD. Third one is coiled element type RTD. Okay, now we'll go to the first one, thin film type RTD. Okay, so let's understand it with the help of a figure. In this case we are having a ceramic base. Okay, ceramic base, and having a thin film of sensing element. That sensing element may be of platinum, copper or nickel, that we will see later on. Okay, but in this case we are having a thin film of sensing element over the ceramic element. That's why we are calling it as a thin film type RTD. This is the mass produced RTD because of its less cost. Okay, mass produced, not widely used, it is mass produced RTD. Okay, we will see which RTD is widely used in industry. Okay, now we'll go to the second one. The second one is the wire wound type RTD. Okay, in this case we are having a wire of sensing element wound it on the ceramic material. Okay, why we are again emphasizing on the ceramic material, I will explain it. Okay, ceramic material is having two properties, high insulation and the second one is high heat transfer coefficient, and both these properties are desirable for us. That's why we are only using ceramic material. Okay, I'm again repeating, wire wound type RTD is having a wire wound it on a ceramic material. Okay, that's why we are calling it as a wire wound type RTD. The third one is coiled element type RTD. Okay, the coiled element type RTD, we are having a small coils. Okay, put it in a powder. The powder is made up of a ceramic material. Okay, why we are going for a powder? Because powder will increase the heat transfer coefficient again. Okay, that's why we are going for the powder. And coiled element type RTD is the most widely used RTD in industry. Okay, now we'll move on. Type of sensing element. Okay, there are three types of sensing element: copper, nickel, and the third one is platinum. Okay, now we'll see why platinum is the most widely used sensing element. Okay, the reason for using platinum. Okay, the first one is high temperature range. Okay, platinum is having a higher temperature range as compared to nickel and copper. Okay, platinum is having a range from minus 260 degrees centigrade to 800 degrees centigrade. Okay, nickel is having minus 100 degrees centigrade to 260 degrees centigrade. Copper is having minus 100 degrees centigrade to 260 degrees centigrade. Okay, that's why for higher applications we are only preferring for platinum. Okay, the second point is comparatively linear. Okay, I'm not saying linear, I'm saying comparatively linear. What do you mean by comparatively linear? Now, platinum, nickel and copper, all the three are non-linear. Okay, I'm saying platinum is having comparatively linear. Platinum is having a quadratic equation that we will see in the later slides. Okay, whereas nickel and copper is having non-linear behavior. Okay, which means that it is having higher order of polynomials also exist. Okay, that's why difficult to solve computationally. Okay, I'm saying difficult to solve, not being able to solve. I'm not saying not being able to solve. Okay, difficult to solve. Okay, but now with the high computation power, with good computers we are having, we are able to solve. Okay, now the third point is high resistivity. Okay, what do you mean by high resistivity? Platinum is having 10 times higher resistivity as compared to copper. Okay, so we know the formula for resistance. Resistance is equal to rho L by A. Okay, so if we having resistance, okay, high resistance, then we need a high resistivity as well as a high length also. Okay, if we are having a high resistivity, then we need a less length. Okay, so platinum is having high resistivity, it requires less length of sensing element as compared to copper and nickel to manufacture. Okay, this means that less sensing element is required, small in dimension, so it will be compact in nature. Now the fourth one is the corrosive resistance nature of the platinum. As we all know that it is an inert material, so it will be not being able to react with any other material so easily. That's why it is having this property. That's why we are using platinum mostly. Okay, now there are two important notes. The first note is nickel ages at high temperature. The second point is copper oxidizes at high temperature. That's why we are not using nickel and copper at high temperature. Okay, there are some disadvantages also platinum. The first disadvantage is it is having higher cost also. Okay, so thank you, and in the next video we'll see the construction of RTD. Thank you.